Hey guys, so today what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I got my skin to look like it did in my June favorites video. It's just super dewy, super bronzy, and just a lot of shimmer. So I have nothing on my skin, just a little bit of the Ultra Repair Cream. This is amazing. It was in my June favorites as well. Yeah, it's just a good regular basic moisturizer. But for this look, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of the MAC Studio Moisture Fix SPF 15. I don't know if you can see that. Yes, there we go. Just because for my skin this doesn't absorb completely, it sits on the top of my skin just ever so slightly. And what that is going to do is when we're blending all of the cheek powder into the skin and into the foundation, it's going to be able to kind of slip and glide a little bit easier, and it's also going to have something to kind of adhere to. So yeah, we're just gonna throw this all over. Cool, so even now you can see that there's more of a sheen going on, especially just through here. And that's what we want. We want the skin to look crazy, crazy dewy. Next, we're going to take just our regular old Makeup Forever HD foundation. This one is in 135 for all of the people that wonder. I'm going to take my Makeup Forever HD with a beauty blender. I'm just going to take that. My beauty blender obviously is going to be already wet from the sink, but I'm going to take the Charged water and just douse it just a couple more times. And then I'm just going to blend this into my skin. As you can see, my skin isn't like perfect right now, which is fine. I'll just show you how to cover it. And what's really annoying is like after I shave, my skin breaks out like crazy just because it doesn't like the razors and the crazy irritation that shaving causes. So of course this is like acne-ish stuff, but there's also beard growing new below it. That's just great. So just blending this through. And what's nice is when you're blending with a beauty blender, especially if you absorb it quite heavily with water, it leaves your skin looking ultra hydrated without having to try too hard. Ugh, I love it. Next, I'm going to take the Moisturized Concealer. What is it actually called? Yeah, Select Moisture Cover. This is NW20, so this is basically my under eye color. So I'm going to take this and just throw it on my under eyes. I'm going to throw it on here as well. I'm going to let this sit for a hot second so that it kind of absorbs down. And we can build that coverage without having to add too much product. Yeah. I think that's good. So under my eyes, a little bit in the forehead, a little bit around my mouth, and that's it. So I'm gonna blend out everything else first because they don't have to work as hard. So I did my brows before I did this video just because you've seen my brows like 1,000 times and it didn't feel like you had to watch me fill them in again. But I ran out of lingering halfway through this brow. I already had this one done. I ran out of lingering on this brow, so I was a little upset. But I just filled it in with powder, so not to worry. I figured it out. Whose phone was that? Because my phone's here. Weird. And we're going to lightly blend out the concealer that we were covering the little aggravated skin. And that's about it for liquids. We have the foundation on, we have the concealer on, and I did bring, didn't I? Yeah. A little bit of cheek highlight. I'm just gonna paint on just a touch, just a couple clicks of this just through the highest planes of my cheekbone. Maybe down my nose, because I always run it down my nose. That's about it. It keeps focusing on my backlights, which is super annoying. Okay, so we're just going to blend in the Prep and Prime Natural Radiance pen. Same thing, other side. In the nose. Just like that. So we have the foundation, the concealer, and the highlighter pen on. That's about it. Before I set it, I'm going to use a little bit of the moisturizing mist just to bring some of the glowiness back into the foundation. Next, I'm going to take a tiny bit of Studio Fix powder. This one is an NW20, and we're going to take it and we're going to place it on things that I don't want it to be shiny, because this is a matte foundation, full coverage by itself. So you don't need very much. It's just gonna help to take down some of that extra shine in places that you don't really want it, like in between your eyebrows or in the center of the forehead. You don't want too much of this or else you're gonna look cakey. But if you just lightly blend it in, you're gonna take down some of that excess shine. But you're still gonna look ish natural. I'm gonna do it crazy lightly underneath my eye just to set that concealer, because it's not the prettiest thing to set concealer with a high shine mineralized powder. But do what you want. It's your face after all. You can do whatever you want with it. Looks really good. It looks great, actually. That's what is actually supposed to be said. So what we're gonna do next, we're going to take Global Glow. Such a pretty thing. We're gonna take this with just a fluffy brush. We're gonna take it and we're going to we're gonna buff and push and blend this into the cheek. So we're going to take this and just go at it, just up that cheekbone. So this is acting as like our blush slash bronzer. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but there's a crazy amount of sirens going on out there. Alright, so that is like the first step of cheek highlighting-ness. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to take Lightscapade. This is just a super white, bright, iridescent highlighting powder. Same brush, just because we can. We're going to take it, and we're going to put this on the very top of the highlight. This is a different color, obviously, than the Global Glow. It's more of a bright pearlescent gold versus like that very bronzy warm tone gold. So this just gives you a little bit of extra dimension, extra lift. Makes you look even more artificially bronzed and shimmery. But that's fine. Next, I don't even know what I want to do next. I was gonna bronze or contour. I guess we'll do both. We'll do a little bit of radiant, refined golden. Refined golden in super old packaging, but hey, it's still good. A little bit of refined golden through the hairline. Little thing. So I'm just gonna add a little bit more mist to my cheeks, just to kind of hydrate that powder because we put so much on there. And from there on, you can do a plethora of different things. You could add a little bit of rosiness to it with a little bit of blush. You could add in more contour if you wanted a stronger, more defined jawline or cheek contour or whatever. But this is the gist of the skin that I had in my June favorites video. It's pretty simple. It's basically doing your normal skincare routine, maybe with a little bit more of a heavy moisturizer, and just with really blending the mineralized skin finishes into the skin. A trick with minerals, even mineral eyeshadows, mineral anything really, the more you buff a mineral, the more shine comes through. And especially because these are already shiny as they are, the more you buff them, the more of a metallic shine they have. So if you just really buff it with a small brush, you're gonna get a nice, very metallic cheek. It's just been something that I love this month just because I love healthy skin. Yeah, there we go. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you found something interesting to watch. And I will see all of you again next week. Have a good rest of your day. Bye.